What's good, Eagles fans? This is your boy, Tone DeShields II. You guys are locked in on your dose to chalk it up. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just gotta chalk it to the game. If you're new to my content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you guys have been loyal to the channel, loyal to the soil from the very beginning, you already know where my heart is and you know how we get down here and chalk it up. So without further ado, let's hop right into the content. So a day or so ago, a report had came out saying that Trevon Grimes, the undrafted free agent wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles, has undergone a knee procedure. Now, this is a big deal for him and a pretty large size deal for us because, you know, I think us as Eagles fans had high hopes for Trevon Grimes. Now, they're saying the surgery isn't really a big deal. It shouldn't be too invasive. It shouldn't sideline him too long. But the expectations for Trevon Grimes were extremely high, especially knowing what he did in college, knowing the college system he came from at Florida. Everyone raves about his performance against first-round drafted cornerback Patrick Surtain, who went to the Denver Broncos. People rave about how Trevon Grimes played against Patrick Surtain, how he dominated him, and how that just speaks volumes about his upside that can translate to the NFL. He's a big body wide receiver, and he's very athletic. He's more of a 50-50 ball kind of guy, you know. So a lot of people had high expectations for him coming into this season, and a lot of people thought he could make this roster, but now this potentially sets him back, especially when you think about him making the roster, when you think about guys like Travis Fulgham, Quez Watkins, John Hightower, Greg Ward, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Khalil Tate, Jamon Osborne. You know, you have to really take that into consideration. You really have to take that into consideration that this man can honestly lose out on the job because he got some surgery. Now, let's be clear. This isn't something that's necessarily new. Grimes tore his ACL, his left ACL at that, his freshman season while he was at Ohio State before he transferred to Florida and really broke out. But that knee is coming back to haunt him, and he's getting surgery before things potentially get worse, which I respect. But I hope this doesn't really set him back too far, because I really believe he has a chance to really make this roster and really make waves, and most importantly, beat out guys like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Khalil Tate. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's going to be an uphill battle, and it was always an uphill battle because you got guys like Greg Ward Jr., who has made a difference for this team in the past couple seasons. He's not the most dominant, not the most dynamic, but he's made an impact nonetheless, and he's been Mr. Reliable, especially on third down conversions. But when you think about our wide receiver room thus far, Devontae Smith, as our number one wide receiver, and then Jalen Reagor most likely playing in the slot. Outside of those two guys, who's going to end up being on the outside boundary along with Devontae Smith? Now, a lot of the guys have been talking about the fact that they're training or preparing to be interchangeable. You know, there's never going to be one guy in the same place all the time. Fair enough. But you're going to have your traditional X. You're also going to have your traditional Z. You know what I'm saying? So most likely Devontae Smith, he's going to be on the boundaries. Jalen Reagor, he's going to be in the slot for the most part. I personally have faith, the utmost faith, in Travis Fulgham being on the boundary as well, like Devontae Smith. I believe he brings a different element to that wide receiver core room, being a slightly larger body, about 6'2", 6'3", weighing a little over 200 pounds. But then you got guys like Quez Watkins, who has dynamic speed, demon level speed. Same thing with John Hightower, who has deep threat ability. And Greg Ward, you know, just a reliable guy, not the fastest, not the most crisp route runner, but he knows how to get open somehow, and he has very good hands for a guy being undrafted and for a guy coming off the practice squad. Khalil Tate, again, don't really have too much negative or positive to say about him. He hasn't really made a difference either way. And then J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, we all know his story. Not really much to really rave about. And then Jamon Osborne came in as an undrafted free agent with Trevon Grimes. So this surgery does set him back. The question remains for how long, and does he still have a chance to make this roster? If I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm going to find a way to protect him on that practice squad, because I believe his upside is going to be tremendous. And who knows, he might end up being better than Travis Fulgham. You never really know. The dude is a big body. He's capable of doing a lot in this league, and you know, I'm willing to bet on that talent. But I'll leave it at that. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II. You guys have been locked in on your dose to chalk it up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just gotta charge it to the game. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry. And fly, Eagles, fly.